So in the last session, we discussed about projects like upgradation project process, case of rollout, what process we have to follow. And few points we discussed related to integration. If an integration is going to happen between the third-party application, Fusion applications. As a functional consultant, what are the points we have to consider? Where we involved those points we discussed. And we gone through few sample documents. In today's session, so let's talk about the methodologies. Accordingly, the document names and codes, etc. we'll discuss. So we're done with this rollout. The methodologies, we'll see the methodologies. After that, we'll go through interview preparation, etc. So when you talk about methodologies, first, so now we are using OUM methodology, but still few companies are using AIM methodology also. Let's talk about AIM first. After AIM, we'll talk about the latest one, which is OUM, which we are using for Fusion applications. We should be aware of AIM also. Let's talk about it. AIM methodology. Okay. The AIM stands for Application Implementation Methodology. So AIM methodology, Application Implementation Methodology. So when we do the implementations, and another point is when we do the implementation, what methodology the company wants to use, the PMO will take the decision. Project Management Office, they'll take the methodology which they want to use for the implementation for the client. So it could be AIM methodology or OUM methodology, or it could be their own methodology. Some projects, unfortunately, no documentation also you don't find, like no documentations can be prepared, but that is not a right practice. Very rare cases you come across with that scenarios. So in all the projects, we have to document each and everything what we are doing. So when you talk about this AIM methodology, what are the different phases are there? Okay, when you talk about AIM methodology, the entire implementation we will do by following certain phases. Just we should be aware of what phases we have and what activities we do. That's the primary thing. So as a part of project plan, in which phase, what activities we have to do, that has to be described. So as per AIM methodology, we have total 6 phases. Okay, as per AIM methodology, we have 6 phases. What are those phases? The first phase is definition phase. Okay, definition phase. And the second phase is operation analysis, or you can call it as operations analysis. The first phase is definition phase, second phase is operations analysis. The third phase is solution design. Solution design phase. It's also, let me write as just definition. These are the phases. Definition phase, operations analysis phase, solution design phase. And the fourth phase is build phase, and fifth phase is transition. Okay, transition phase. The sixth phase is production. Okay, definition phase, operation analysis phase, solution design, build, transition, and production. Here we discuss the implementation activities. These all activities we will do as a part of those 6 phases only. As a part of those 6 phases only, we do all those activities. What generally we do as a part of this each and every phase. So already discussed these activities very detailed level in the sequence. If you remember these activities, those you can just correlate with these phases. So as a part of definition phase, we'll have a kickoff meeting and we'll just study and understand about client business. Okay, and kickoff meetings and we'll start studying about the client business. Those activities we do as a part of definition phase. And in the operation analysis, we'll prepare the documents like we do the requirement gathering that we start in the definition phase and including the operation analysis. So we'll continue with the requirement gathering and preparation of as is document and all. Okay. This definition phase will have a kickoff meeting and we'll start working on the project. We'll start studying and understanding the business and we'll start taking the requirement of the client, what business process we are following. The same taking the requirement gathering and that same requirement gathering and preparing as is document. Okay, as is document and all will start in this phase and will continue in this operation analysis phase also. Okay, within the operation analysis phase also, we'll do all those activities and we do the mapping and all activities we do. When it comes to solution design, we'll just find out the solutions, how we are going to provide the solution for the client with the standard functionality or with the customizations, the report customization or interface developments or some page customizations, and to be document also, to be process also will be prepared as a part of solution design. We'll finalize the solution, how we are going to provide the solution to the client. And we'll just in the build phase, we'll do the system configuration, we'll conduct CRPs, UATs. And in the build phase only, we'll collect the data from the client for the data conversions and all. And as a part of transition, we'll conduct UATs for the business users and we'll set up the production ready. And once production is ready and the data conversion is done, we'll proceed with the production. Production means the go live, where client will start using the system. So these are the various activities takes place in the different phases. Just remember for your information, what are the phases we have. Other side, what are the various activities we do as a part of implementation project. Really, once we get into that implementation, we don't think about all this. When you talk about AIM methodology, we have to understand which phases we have, in which phase, what activities we do. Once we get into the implementation project, we never bother about the phase, etc. Always will start working on these activities in the sequence one by one. Okay, so that's what we have to understand. Now, as a part of AIM methodology, there are many documents. In no implementation, we create all the documents. If we talk about AIM methodology, I guess like there could be 60-70 documents are available, but mostly like we prepare very specific documents only as a part of AIM methodology. Okay, as a part of AIM methodology, what are the basic documents we prepare as a part of AIM methodology? When you do the implementation, we'll see. So as we discussed here, okay, as we discussed, the primary documents we prepare as is document. Okay, as is document. So the as is document, as per AIM methodology, we called as BP40. We call it as BP40. Okay, the digits we use 3-digit number. So BP040, BP40. So BP40 stands for current business process model. Current business process model. So that is actual name for the document. As per AIM methodology, what do you mean by BP40 means? BP40 is nothing but as is document, how the client is doing the business, that will capture in the system as a BP40 document. By using the BP40 document, what current business process the client is following, that you can capture. Simply you can call as is document. As per AIM methodology, for as is document, the name is BP40. Okay, always when we are working in the project or when you attend the interview, they'll ask the question. So what are the AIM documents you prepared? Or else what do you mean by AIM methodology? What are the phases we have in the AIM methodology? That's how you will face the questions. And what do you mean by BP40 means? We have to explain it is nothing but as is document. So BP40 stands for current business process model document. By using this document, what current business process they are following, that we can capture into this document. And once we are ready with this as is document, BP40 document, ideally we create BP80 document. Okay, BP80 is nothing but future business process model document. Future business process model document. So this you can call as a 2B document. As per AIM methodology, we are calling as BP80. As a part of implementation process, we call as a 2B document. Okay, we call it as a 2B document. And along with that, we prepare the document like setup document. As a part of implementation, what are the setups we are doing in the system? We have to prepare the document that we call as BR100 document. BR100 document is nothing but application setups document. Okay, application setup document. So what are the setups we are doing in the system? Those setups you can capture into this document. Okay, application setup document. By using this, you can capture those details. And we'll prepare testing purpose to test the system. What are the business scenarios we have to test? That documents also we have to create. That document we call as T40 document. That we call as test scripts. Okay, test scripts. So in this, we'll write the test scenarios. So after doing the setups, so we have to test as well as business users also have to test the system. How do we write the test scripts? We just prepared all the templates would be available as a part of AIM methodology. Just you have to download these templates. As per the template, you have to fill the data. If you talk about test scripts, scenario is creating invoice. To create the invoice, the navigation is navigator, payables, invoices. And then you have to select the task called as create invoice. Then and select business unit. Okay, select suppliers name, supplier site, and provide invoice number, provide invoice amount, select invoice type, and provide line information. Okay, enter line amount, select distribution setter, distribution, and save it and submit for validation, and go to action, submit for validation, and go to actions, perform the accounting. This is how we have to describe in the T40 document. Okay, test script. By using the test script, you can do the testing. You can do the testing. So sometimes what we'll do is, so instead of preparing BP40 document, you can prepare another document also. Okay, instead of preparing, let me write here. So you can prepare BP40 document, that is a current business process model document, or else instead of preparing BP40 document, so whatever the requirement you are taking from the client, for that you can prepare the document called as RD20 also. Okay, RD20 stands for requirement gathering. You can call it as business requirement gathering. Okay. So whatever we are discussing here, these we create application wise. Okay, applications wise. So BP40 we create for payables, receivables, cash management, fixed asset, general ledger application, what business process they are following with respect to departments. We prepare the BP40. If you are not going to prepare the BP40, instead of preparing this, directly you can take this. When you take the business requirement, that is their current process, exactly how they are doing the business, as well as how they are expecting, okay, the business process in the fusion application. By combining those two, you can prepare the RD20 document. So here, when you see BP means business process. Okay, BP stands for business process, and BR means business requirement setup document. TE means testing. TE means testing. RD means requirement definition. Try to understand the terms meaning also. Okay, BP stands for business process. Here also business process. BR means business requirement setup document. BR means business requirement related setups we do. TE means testing. RD means requirement definition. Okay, requirement definition. So that's how these are the setups we have to, these are the documents we have to aware of. And along with this, you may create a few documents, but those are not very primary. These are the very primary documents which you prepare in every implementation. Every implementation, current business process and future business process model, and setups documents and test scripts. These we create very primarily. Along with that, when you do the customizations, we have to write the functional specification documents. Okay, that document name is MD50. Okay, MD50. So MD50, MD stands for module design, means customization. Okay, so this document name we call as functional design document. Functional design. MD50, module design. Okay, sorry. Module design document, functional design. MD stands for module design. The name as per AIM methodology is functional design. So just remember these. Okay, so remember these documents as a very primary documents. And if you are going to prepare the same documents by using OUM methodology for the same documents, what is the naming convention is applicable in the OUM methodology, we'll see. And OUM stands for OUM methodology. OUM stands for Oracle Unified Methodology. So already we have AIM methodology. Why Oracle introduced OUM methodology? By using AIM methodology, you can capture each and every activity, what you are doing, what process we are following, what deliverables. These documents, whatever we prepare, we call as deliverables. Okay. So what are the deliverables you prepared as a part of your implementation project means you can list out this. Okay, created BP40. If you are following AIM methodology, BP40, BP80, BR100, DE40, MD50. This is what you can talk about. And already we have AIM methodology. Oracle, why they came up with the OUM method, Oracle Unified Methodology. So when you compare with AIM methodology, OUM will support for kind of fusion environments. The fusion, if you notice, there are many applications Oracle acquired from the different companies, and those all are integrated. The fusion, there is a middleware, and there are different services are available to connect third-party applications, the fusion applications. And if you want to do customizations, you can do the customizations, even you can do in the fusion. But to support this kind of environment, different breed of applications and those integrations, managing the middleware components, and the middleware component related integrations, and the BPM, business process management related customizations. To support all these, Oracle introduced OUM. Okay, in the AIM, that much scope is not there because AIM we were using only for Oracle developed applications. Now Oracle acquired many applications. When you are dealing with those all applications, what are the customizations, integrations we have to do to support this OUM methodology has a great flexibility. So that is the reason Oracle introduced OUM methodology. Whatever the implementations we do as a part of Fusion, mostly we use a OUM methodology. Some clients, if they want to use AIM methodology, yes, still they can use. Still some clients are using AIM methodology. Some clients, what they are doing is they are saying it is our own methodology and they are using these documents only by changing some name as per their internal process and they are using it. So as per OUM, if you are going to do the Fusion implementation, how many phases are there? Okay, what Oracle it is, they just change the number of phases in OUM methodology compared to AIM methodology. If you are going to do the implementation as per OUM, only we have 5 phases. Okay, we have only 5 phases. So those phases are, first phase is inception. Inception phase. The second phase is elaboration. Okay, first phase is inception phase, second phase is elaboration phase. The third phase we call as construction. Like similar to build. Okay. Fourth phase is transition. Here also we have transition. And the fifth phase is production. So as per AIM methodology, we have 6 phases to execute this implementation with a certain activities and documents preparation and processes. And if you follow, if you look at OUM methodology, Oracle Unified Methodology, you can see 5 phases. Okay, you can see 5 phases. Here in inception, okay. So whatever we do as a part of definition, those almost we do as a part of inception. Whatever we do as a part of operation analysis and solution design, those will do as a part of elaboration phase. What we do as a part of build phase, that we'll do with the construction phase. Here transition production, here also we have as a same transaction and production. And so what are the documents we are using as per AIM methodology? Those documents we prepare in the OUM also, but naming conventions are different. Okay, naming conventions are different. Here, let me take the example AIM and OUM. Okay, AIM and OUM. So in AIM, we are creating the document called as BP40. The same BP40 document as per AIM OUM methodology we call as RD30. Okay, we call as RD30. And in AIM methodology we prepare BP80 document. Okay, we prepare BP80 document as a future business process model. The same document number as per OUM is RD11. Okay, RD11 is the document number as per OUM methodology. As per AIM methodology, to capture the setups, we create BR100 document. So in OUM methodology, we prepare the document called as MC50. Okay, we prepare as a MC50 and TE40 test scripts. As per AIM, we prepared TE40 documents. And similar to that, here we will create documents like here also we call as a TE, that we call as TE25. Okay. So this is how we'll create, and here we'll prepare MD50 document. MD50 for any kind of customizations and all. For that, here we create. So call as AN100. Okay. So the document equal to MD50 in OUM we create AN100. And another point is we'll just have a information about it. We don't need to create. When you prepare, we'll discuss as a part of customization process. When you prepare MD50 document as a functional design, functional specification document, based on that, technical people will create MD70 document. At least you should be aware of the name. So MD70 document, that is nothing but technical design document. Okay, technical design. In that, to develop that specific report or interface or page, what programming logic they have to use, this document will be prepared by MD7. You don't say you prepare the document. It should be prepared by technical consultants, just for information purpose. Okay, in interview they can ask you, okay, you after preparing, once you prepare MD50 document, based on that, what documents can be prepared by technical consultants? For that, you can have this information. Based on this MD50 document, which is prepared by us, technical people can prepare MD70 document for their technical design. Okay, how they are going to develop the report or interface, what are the programming logic they are going to use. So everything you can capture into that. So for that, as per AIM methodology here, in AIM, if technical people are going to prepare MD50 document, MD70 document. So as per OUM methodology, okay, as per OUM methodology, they have to prepare something like DS140 document. So this is all just that you can just compare the documents between AIM and OUM. Just remember these document codes. These are the very primary documents. Apart from that, there are many other documents also, but now you can just be aware of these documents enough. Okay. So other we prepare the what I can say, user guides, user manuals also for the business users. Okay, user guides or user manuals we prepare, so that you can prepare by following this methodology document, or else simply you can prepare those documents by using the Word document also. If you want to include that, let's include. For user guides and all, as per AIM methodology, that we call as DO70. Okay, DO70 we call as user guide. Okay, user guide we call. For users, just will make a screenshot, will give the navigation by seeing that easily they can understand, so that they can start working on the system. So as per OUM also, we have same document. Okay. So these are the primary documents which we prepare. Okay, which we prepare. So that's how we can do. And one more documents we can discuss. So when you do the conversion, okay, what data we have to move from legacy system to Fusion applications. Okay, the complete process, like what are the, from which application, which data we are going to move and when we are going to do that complete plan and all will prepare in the conversion related document. Okay, we'll prepare in the conversion related document. For that we have a document as per AIM methodology as a CV40 document. You can call it as conversion strategy document, conversion plan and strategy document. Conversion plan and strategy. So in this document, what are the data we are going to move from legacy system to Fusion applications? Okay. So when we are going to start that activity, till which date of the data we are going to move, all the information can be captured into this document. And when you talk about Fusion, when you talk about OUM, okay, when you talk about OUM, the same like name what we are creating as a CV40. This document as per OUM we create as a CV27. Okay, so this you can call as data conversion plan, or you can call as a data conversion or a data acquisition plan and state as a document. So this is how we create various documents as per AIM methodology and OUM methodology. This information is enough for you. Just remember this. If you are attending interviews, okay, you can say like these are the documents you just prepared. So as per OUM methodology, even if you are going to specify for few projects, we use the AIM only. These are the documents we prepared. That would be fine. So if you have any source, okay, if you have any source to get the documents, you can talk to somebody who's working the projects. You can ask them. Okay, you may get some sample documents from them respective to their project and all if they are willing to share with you. Okay. Or else when you are working, just otherwise just please aware of these. Okay, please aware of these documents, and you can just you will be able to speak about those. When you get into the project, you will get all these sample documents from your project manager or from your PMO, project management office. You can try to get these documents, and you can prepare those documents by referring other sample documents which are available in your project repositories. But just aware of this information. Okay, so AIM methodology, the 6 phases will do all the implementation activities, including the documents preparation. When you talk about OUM methodology, that would be conducted in the 5 phases. And when you compare OUM documents with AIM documents, these are the naming conventions which you have to remember. First, you go through all these details. Once you are comfortable with these documents, this information, you can search in the Google, you can find the information. But don't try to go through the complete information. Whatever you require, I am giving in the class. If you say like AIM methodology documents in the Google, you will get a very, very big list. Reality, we don't use all those. You remember these, whatever I am discussing with you. Rest of all, based on your interest, you can go through. But don't try with all those documents. Not required in this stage when you are learning, when you are trying for the job. Once we get into the project, any other documents need to be prepared as per that project. You can just search in the Google, or you can get that documents from your project repository or the practice repository, and you can just refer other documents and you can prepare accordingly. For now, for your learning, these are enough. Please just remember all these points. These will help you even in the interview discussion or anywhere to crack. So this is all about AIM and OUM methodologies, what we have to understand.